shocking death of her husband, King Go-nam-woo, chang-wook, that as soon as it aired, Queen Wu was criticized by critics and viewers expressed great disappointment in the way Part 1 was directed. According to Tunisia Media's review, the first part of Queen Wu contained only vulgar scenes, reporter Ring Yi of Tunisia Media firmly revealed. Since its premiere on August 29th, Queen Wu has faced harsh criticism, and in the end, only the R-rated sex scenes attracted attention. Tunisia reporters also criticized Queen Wu for failing to build an empowering setting, and instead, producing meaningless sex scenes for the sake of influence. In fact, the drama should have focused on Queen Wu's struggles, instead of sex scenes. However, the plot of Queen Wu distracts from the Queen. Except for episode 3, every episode features nude and sex scenes. Unlike typical sage K-dramas, Queen Wu includes explicit scenes that are more detailed than those in romance dramas. Reporter Yi added, according to Tunisia, Young Yumi admitted that she felt burdened to go topless in a scene. However, Yumi claimed that the scene was important to the storyline. However, Tunisia commented otherwise and questioned the director's intention to use so much explicit content. Actress Young Yumi mentioned at the press conference that she felt burdened by the topless scene, but said it was necessary for the story. However, most of the nudity was excessive. Some of the sex scenes were so unnecessary that one could question the director's choices, the reporter criticized. Many K-drama fans on Reddit also expressed disappointment at how Queen Wu seemed like Game of Thrones, especially with its many nude/explicit scenes. Even so, many hope that the plot of Part 2 will be even better. Synopsis of Queen Wu. Set in the 5th century during the Goryeo period, Queen Wu is an epic historical drama that unfolds against the backdrop of the Three Kingdoms era in ancient Korea. This period is marked by constant warfare, political machinations, and a relentless struggle for power among the kingdoms of Goryeo, Beach, and Silla. The story centers on Queen Wu, a formidable woman who navigates the treacherous waters of politics and warfare to secure the throne for her lineage and protect her people from external and internal threats. Prologue. A time of turbulence. The story begins with the kingdom of Goryeo facing turmoil. King Jangsu, a strong and visionary leader, has expanded Goryeo's territory, making it one of the most powerful kingdoms in East Asia. However, his death has left the power vacuum, and the struggle for the throne begins. As multiple factions vie for control, the stability of the kingdom hangs in the balance. Amidst this chaos, Queen Wu emerges as a pivotal figure determined to ensure the survival and prosperity of her kingdom. Part I. The rise of Queen Wu. Queen Wu, originally known as Lady Wu, was born into a noble family with a strong sense of duty and honor. From a young age, she exhibited intelligence, charisma, and an innate understanding of political dynamics. Her marriage to the crown prince of Goryeo, who later becomes King Jangsu, positioned her at the heart of the royal court. As queen consort, Lady Wu quickly gained a reputation for her wisdom and strategic mind, advising her husband on matters of state and helping to stabilize the kingdom during turbulent times. Upon King Jangsu's untimely death, Lady Wu faces a kingdom on the brink of chaos. The sudden demise of the king leaves the throne vulnerable, with no clear successor in place. The kingdom's enemies see this as an opportunity to strike, and rival factions within the court begin plotting to seize power. Recognizing the imminent danger, Lady Wu decides to take decisive action. She steps forward to claim the throne, declaring herself Queen Wu, the rightful ruler of Goryeo. Part 2. A kingdom in crisis. Queen Wu's ascension to the throne is met with fierce opposition. Traditionalists within the court believe that a woman should not rule, and various factions plot to overthrow her. Among her most formidable adversaries are influential noble families and military generals who seek to place their own candidates on the throne. They view Queen Wu's rule as a threat to their power and influence. These internal conflicts are further exacerbated by external threats, as neighboring kingdoms Beach and Silla, along with nomadic tribes, see Goryeo's instability as an opportunity to expand their territories. Despite the challenges, Queen Wu demonstrates remarkable leadership. She quickly consolidates her power by forming strategic alliances with key nobles and generals loyal to her cause. She appoints capable advisors and establishes a council to govern the respect and admiration of her people. Under her leadership, Goguryeo not only defends its borders but also launches counterattacks that push back the coalition forces. Queen Wu's military successes strengthened her position and silenced many of her critics within the court. However, she knows that the threat of war is far from over and that maintaining peace will require constant vigilance. Part 4. The web of intrigue. While Queen Wu deals with external threats, she must also navigate the intricate web of court politics. The palace is rife with intrigue, as ambitious courtiers and nobles continue to plot against her. One of her most dangerous adversaries is Lord Yun, a powerful noble who seeks to undermine Queen Wu's rule and place his own son on the throne. Lord Yun forms a secret alliance with a faction of discontented generals and begins to orchestrate a series of plots to destabilize the kingdom. Queen Wu, aware of the dangers lurking within her court, establishes a network of spies and informants. She learns of Lord Yun's schemes and begins to counter his moves with calculated precision. Through a combination of diplomacy, manipulation, and decisive action, Queen Wu manages to neutralize her enemies. She exposes conspiracies, punishes traitors, and strengthens her alliances with loyal nobles and generals. Queen Wu's ability to maintain control over the court and outmaneuver her enemies cements her authority as the ruler of Goguryeo. Part 5. The challenge of legacy. As years pass, Queen Wu faces the challenge of securing her legacy and ensuring a stable succession. She has children who are potential heirs to the throne, but she must carefully choose a successor who will be capable of ruling Goguryeo wisely and effectively. Queen Wu's choice is complicated by the ambitions of her children, each of whom believes they are the rightful heir. The question of succession threatens to divide the royal family and the court, potentially plunging the kingdom into another power struggle. To prevent conflict, Queen Wu initiates a process of selecting a successor based on merit and capability. She tests her children's abilities, involving them in matters of state, military strategy, and diplomacy. Queen Wu also seeks the counsel of her most trusted advisors, weighing their opinions carefully. Her decision-making process is marked by fairness and a desire to put the kingdom's welfare above personal preferences. Queen Wu's approach to succession demonstrates her commitment to ensuring a stable and prosperous future for Goguryeo. Part 6. The Queen's final battle. Despite her efforts to maintain peace, the kingdom faces a final test when a coalition of external enemies, led by Beach and Silla, mounts a massive invasion. The coalition forces, determined to destroy Goguryeo, amass a formidable army and march toward the kingdom's capital. Queen Wu, now older but still resolute, takes command of her forces. She prepares for what she knows will be a decisive battle that will determine the fate of her kingdom. Queen Wu's leadership in this final battle is marked by her strategic brilliance and unyielding spirit. She rallies her troops, inspiring them with her determination to defend their homeland. The battle is fierce and bloody, with heavy casualties on both sides. Queen Wu leads her forces with courage, personally fighting alongside her soldiers on the front lines. Her bravery and leadership turn the tide of the battle, and Goguryeo emerges victorious. The invading forces are repelled, and the kingdom's borders are secured. Part 7. The legacy of Queen Wu. After the final battle, Queen Wu's health begins to decline. The years of ruling, fighting wars, and dealing with court intrigues have taken their toll. Knowing that her time is limited, Queen Wu focuses on ensuring a smooth transition of power. She names her chosen successor, a child who has proven to be wise, just, and capable of ruling. Queen Wu's decision is met with acceptance, as she has earned the trust and respect of her people. Queen Wu's reign is remembered as a time of stability, strength, and prosperity for Goguryeo. Her leadership in times of crisis, her ability to navigate the complexities of court politics, and her dedication to her kingdom's welfare leave a lasting legacy. Under her rule, Goguryeo has not only defended its borders but has also flourished, becoming a dominant power in the region, course of Goguryo's history,